In this video, I'm going to talk about how to add and edit events on your events calendar. If you get into your website, to get to the events calendar, you just go up to Events, click on Events. That will take you to the events calendar. And here you have all the different events that are that you put in there. If we hover over the event, it gives you some general information about it. If I click on the event itself, it will take me to a page that gives me some more detailed information, and most importantly, gives me a map to where that event is. If I click on the icon, it will open up in a new tab. It will open up a Google map to that event, and I can just click on directions and get directions to it. I'm going to close up the Google map, and then I'm going to talk about how to actually add and edit these events. So if I go to a new tab and open up my dashboard, I'm going to go down to Events and then All Events, and then this will show a page where all the different events that I have in the calendar are. If I want to add a new one, I click on Add New, and the first thing I always do when I create a new page or post or event or sermon is I always give it a title. So I'm going to call this one Men's Outreach. And I'm going to add some information about the event. I'm just going to add some text here. This is just filler text, which is in Latin, just to look like it's some actual information. Then as I scroll down the page, I see some different information that I need to fill out in order for the event to be meaningful to people. So the first thing I see is I'm going to need the date and the time of the event. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on From and say we want this event to be on Saturdays. I'm going to click on Saturday here. I'm going to do it on a Saturday before this, or say we want it to start this coming Saturday. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the next Saturday, and you can see once you do that, it adds the date and it adds a time here. It's actually adding the current time that it is right now. Of course, that's not going to be the time that I actually want the event to be at. How we set that time is we go over here to the scroll bar. This is time in military time. Starts out at 0, which is midnight, and then it goes on through the time right up until 11 o'clock that evening. So say I wanted this event to be at 7 o'clock at night. The easiest way to figure that out would be I just go to 12 o'clock noon, and then I would just add 7 to that, which would be 1900 hours. So I go down here, click on the 19, and now that's 7 o'clock in the evening. If I want it to actually be 7:30, I can just put my cursor there, and then I can add the 30 right into it, and that will make it start at 7:30. It's not going to show up in military time, but that's just how I make the edits to the event. And then when I want it to be 2, I'm going to make it 2 same day. It's not going to be an all-day event. Then I'm going to go to, we'll say it's an hour long. I'm going to go 7:30 to 8:30. So that would be, I go here, and that would be 20. And then I'm going to add the 30 right there, and then the event would go for 1 hour. So that would be for one event. Now, if I want that event to repeat, say every Saturday, that's where these settings come into play. So I'm just going to scroll down a little bit, and where it says repeat, and I'm going to want this to repeat weekly. So if I want that to happen, I'm going to click on weekly, and then I want it to occur every Saturday, so I just check there, and then I have to give it an end date too. If I wanted it to appear, if I wanted this event to be every 2 weeks, I could put a number in here like repeat every 2. I could put that in there. I don't. I want it to be every week, so I'm just going to click on Saturday. And I have to put an end date in here. So I normally go a year from this event. So at that time I revisit the calendar and see if that event is still happening, if it's happening at the same time. So it just sort of forces me to do that. So I'm going to go until, and here I'm going to go to, I can change the year to 2017, and then I'm going to go to a Saturday in 2017 in September again. I'm going to click on that, and then it's going to repeat until that day. So that's how you do your events and your repeating events. And where the location of the event, I've created an event that happens at your church location, a venue that's going to be there. You can select that, and that would be the easiest way to do it. If I just click on the church location, that will appear in the map right there. If it's going to be at another location, what you would do is you would put that in this location right here. You'd actually change that address to whatever location you wanted it to occur, you wanted that event to occur at, and then it will come up on the map. Okay, so that's what you need to do for that. You need to also select this calendar that you have is called Calendar 1, so you need to make sure that's checked. And then you also want to make sure that the category is events. So you want that to be checked too. Then I'm going to click on Publish. And now when I go back to the actual website and I go to your events calendar and we scroll down, we see the men's outreach is here. It's got the information about it. If I click on that, you're going to see the different things, including the information that I added about it. And you're going to see the map, and you can find out the directions on how to get to that location. So that's how you add events. If you want to edit an event, in order to get back into, I need to get back into the dashboard again. And this time I'm going to go to Events, and then All Events again. And first of all, I want to show you how to get rid of an event. And this is also true for a page or a post. If you want to get rid of this, what you're going to do is say this one here is not a real event. I just created it for the purpose of this tutorial. So if I want to get rid of this, what I'm going to do is hover over it, and then it's going to give me a bunch of options here. I'm going to click on Trash. And say I made a mistake. I didn't really want to get rid of that. That event is still not gone from your website. It's kept in a place here. There's sort of a fail-safe here, so in case you make a mistake, you get two chances at it. It's actually kept in here until you make sure that you want to get rid of that event. So if I click on Trash, here's all the events that you have put into trash. If I actually want to delete it permanently, I click on this. If I want to restore it to the website, I click on this. I want to get rid of it, so I'm going to click on Delete Permanently. Now to get back to the published events, I'm going to click on this. And these are all the events that I've already published. And to say I want to edit this one here, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click on the event, and then I can make any changes that I want to make. If I want to change the address, I would change it in here. If I want to change the date or the time, I would click it. I would update these fields right here. If I wanted to add some information about it, I would add it right here. So you can make whatever changes you want, and then you click on update, and then that event will be updated on your website. So this is how you add and edit events on the events calendar.